I don't give a about cancel culture. I don't give a what anyone thinks about me in that sense.
You said nothing is off limits on this podcast. Does anything ever bother you where you may feel like you say too much, or the cancel culture? Like, what are your kind of thoughts on that?
All the time, but I keep trying to get people to change the way they think about this, in the sense of don't be afraid to make a mistake, because we are so privileged and it's an honor. We're a part of the right side of history. We're a part of time when the world is changing finally for the good, in the sense that people are waking up, they're seeing that people have not been held accountable, and that there is a huge problem with race in this world and this country, specifically this country. And you know, women's rights and people finally saying that time's up and equal pay, and there's so many things that are going on that are changing, and the pendulum swung so far in one direction that it's gonna have to swing in the other for a little bit before we find some normal ground and we figure out what's right and what's wrong. Don't be afraid to make that mistake. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Educate yourself. We're part of a change. This is amazing.
Right.
Like we get to turn around to our children and say, we were a part of a movement that made the world a better place. That's why, like, I don't give a about cancel culture. I don't give a what anyone thinks about me in that sense. Like, it's whatever. You think I'm a racist? Fine. You think I'm a racist. I know who I am. I don't care what you think of me. I care what Jeff thinks of me. I care what my family thinks of me. I don't care what somebody hiding behind a computer and a fake Instagram page who puts up stuff where they don't practice what they preach. I know I practice what I preach, and I know Jeff does too.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff, you agree?
Totally. That's what our podcast's about.
Yeah.
Be brutal honesty and fun and, you know, entertainment and health. And I mean, pretty much we just summed up the entire podcast.
Yeah. I can't wait for everybody to listen to it.
Rant about the whole Instagram thing, but it does drive me insane. Like, if you're going to be somebody who's promoting equal rights or Black Lives Matters, then get up and like go and protest and go and raise money for an organization that is helping. If you're not doing all of these things and you're just posting on your Instagram, you're fake and you're part of the problem.